Simon, wake up.
I'm waiting for your commands. Wilco, positive yaw by 90 degrees.
Very good.
I am happy you like it.
Starting to fly back down towards the deck.
Be nice, please.
I am nice. He's accusing me of not being nice.
Happy Tuesday to ya! Jacob is here once again, and I'm glad that you joined me. I'm glad that you pressed play. Glad that you're spending a little time with me, a little quality time.
Little QD with the JI.
In his house. Hope you subscribe, check the bell, all that stuff. Okay, good. I got another show for you. I got another one. Yes, I do. And it's about, guess what? Artificial intelligence. Yeah. Oh my goodness. The rabbit hole that we're going to go down today. Are you buckled up? Because we're going to be talking about some interesting things. Some things that we've talked about on the program before. Simulation theory. Yeah, you know, that idea that we're just kind of living in some kind of computer program like the Matrix. Like none of this is real. It's all just, you know. Looking at Nvidia's new AI, it's if you don't know who Nvidia is, it's a gaming company, and they're like awesome, and they super powerful, and they come up with just insane stuff. And just Monday they dropped this video where they showed their AI actually recreating computer-generated simulations that they're indistinguishable from reality, and they're making them like in real time based on a video feed. There's a lot of kooky stuff going on with AI. In NASA right now, never a straight answer. Yeah, they like to convince you of things that aren't real, right? Yeah, they like to lie to you. But one of the ways they're lying to you right now, or programming you, is bringing Space Odyssey to life. Yeah, that's right. There's an AI on the space station named Hal. Well, no, he's not named Hal.
I'm waiting for your commands.
Hello, what's your name?
My name is Simon.
But he's spooky. Forbes just released like the top 5 things to expect from AI in 2019. Yeah, so. We're going to be talking about all that and more. I mean, I did just kind of talk about it. I'm going to go into more detail. Yeah. I mean, for those people that don't want to watch the rest of the show, you click off now, because I basically talked about it. But for those of you that are interested in what I'm about to say, yeah, stick around. Okay, so let's first talk about NASA. And let's talk about this AI robot that is floating around up there in the space station. Whether the space station's real or not, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't want to get into it. I personally believe that there's a space station in low Earth orbit. I have my questions on whether or not we ever went past the Van Allen belt and gone to the moon. I'm not really a big believer in that. I got a video on that if you want to check it out. But in the space station, low Earth orbit, I get that. You see it with the telescope when it passes through the sun, so you know something's up there. Or maybe it's just, maybe it's not. I don't know. I don't really care. In the grand scheme of things, I want to talk about this.
Simon, what can you do for me?
I always aim to improve my performance. For that, I will send the survey answers after each experiment down to Earth. But we can also do some small talk, if you want to.
Simon, tell me something about space.
Twice during Mercury's orbit, it gets so close to the sun and speeds so much that the sun seems to go backwards in the sky.
And I'm ready to let him fly. Starting to fly back down towards the deck.
Be nice, please.
I am nice. He's accusing me of not being nice.
You like it here with me?
He's actually floating there by himself, so I don't want to disturb him right now.
Don't be so mean, please.
I'm not mean. He's telling me I'm mean.
Oh dear.
Verge put out a pretty cool article on this, and it was pretty interesting. And earlier this year, and my buddy Big Daddy Z pointed this out to me. We were talking the other day, and he's like, yeah, I'll link his channel below. He just started, he's a friend of mine, and he started an awesome channel. He's very funny. The AI that NASA is using and is now helping out as an assistant on board the space station. Cimon is the name of this floating, freaky-looking robot, which malfunctioned, by the way, in the video, and said things like, "Don't be so mean. Why are you being so mean?" And wouldn't stop singing and playing music and doing weird things. But, I thought that was kind of funny. It's kind of funny. What are you going to do, right? What are you going to do? Cimon stands for Crew Interactive Mobile Companion. It's an interactive AI assistant that can float around the space station and help answer questions that the astronauts may have.
Simon, can you help me with the procedure?
Which one of the procedures do you want to do?
Help me with the EPO crystallization procedure.
The required equipment is shown on the screen. Are you ready to start?
Early interaction with the space robot, well, it wasn't going exactly as you'd think. It went like you'd figured that AI would go, and it's kind of like, it's kind of spooky because AI is really going to be in every area of our life. Every area. I mean, everywhere. It's already programming us, and we're already changed on a physiological level, I'm sure, as well. As you got AI watches. By the way, this was a gift from my company that gave this to me, but I like the way it looks, but it doesn't work. Didn't work, but it was buzzing me. It was buzzing me. I don't need a watch to tell me to get up and walk around. If I want to walk around, I'm going to walk around. I need a watch saying, you better call your mother. You haven't called her in a while. You say, mind your business, watch. Mom and I, we're working through some stuff. No, I'm just kidding. My mom's the best. I love my mom. According to IBM, Cimon also boosts the language skills of C-3PO, the conversational abilities of Marvin, and the cuteness of Wally. The technical know-how of HAL 9000 from 2001. They put this in as well, which I think is pretty interesting that they model this thing based on HAL. If you remember,
Open the pod bay doors, Hal. I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
the think that this isn't going to be something that, could be an issue down the road, especially when you have leaders in the field saying that AI is going to be super intelligence in just like a decade. Like a decade. How many of these guys have come on here and they've warned you? From the inventor of D-Wave, who now runs Kindred. He does the whole thing about bringing the AI gods to the earth that are going to rule us and control us and make everything better. I mean, this is... And so the reason I had to come on here and talk to you, not just about the stuff that's going on in NASA, which is weird, the thing freaking out, moving around. I mean, it's freaky. It's freaky. I don't know how it's floating there. I mean, it's like, come on, is it real? I don't know. What is real, right? At this point, especially when at Nvidia, this big time gaming place, the big wigs, the smart guys, guess what they just did? They just created the first interactive AI rendered virtual world. Now this video, this footage, it's shocking. It's freaky because what they did was they were videoing real world on a video and then basically giving it to this AI and saying, create worlds based on this. And it does it. And it's like insane, and it's creating its own version of things that you can't distinguish from reality, which many would say may not be reality.
This is the first time we combine machine learning and computer graphics to do image generation using deep networks.
When you got this artificial intelligent algorithm that is now, you see, here's the thing. It's rendering its images, and it's not like a computer generated, it's not like this is the first time that AI has ever done this, and it's doing it on its own. It's mind-boggling. So this is where it gets really eerie, is that you can even take it a step further, right? The creators say, oh yes, you could also film someone dancing and then have the AI totally recreate somebody else doing the exact same thing, just based on it. It's kind of like, here, let me give you some information. Now just create Jacob doing a crazy video, doing all sorts of weird things. Nobody understands. Why is he doing it? Is he drinking sake? Look at how big my arm is when I do this. See this? Look at this. Oh my God. Will you look at this? Look at how big my arm is. What is going on?
I made my co-author to dance Gangnam Style, which I don't think he would do by himself.
We find some good dancing videos from another person and then use my model to synthesize the dance move. That was created by machines, it's not me.
Forbes releases this article, 5 things to expect from AI in 2019. That's like it's a couple of months away. Just saying. AI increasingly becoming more international politics. So it's going to become more political. AI is going to become political internationally. It's going to become a big thing. It's like number 1 on the list. Number 1. Okay. There's going to be a move towards transparent AI, Forbes says, because of course, no one's being really transparent about this stuff, right? Meanwhile, we're going to all find out that there's already a super AI that's in control of everything, right? Orchestrating everything. Getting everybody to act this way and that way, and you think it's the Illuminati, but it's just like a machine. It's like a word scramble of the word Illuminati created by Google. Yeah, more transparent. So maybe we'll find out more about that. Number 3 is AI and automation drilling deeper into every business, because of course AI and automation is going to take over everything. I mean, my goodness, AI can now create things visually based on things that were recorded, and now you don't need to record anything anymore. You can now just have it just recreate. What do you need actors for anymore? What do you need? You take all the best performances and just marry them together. You can make the greatest actor of all time, right? What do you need artists anymore for? You got the AI painting that just went for like $500,000. What do you need that for? What do you need YouTubers for, right? What do you need me for? You got some AI acting goofy, making all sorts of noises, doing impressions. You talking to me? You want me to do an impression? John Connor, I am the last striker. What the hell has happened to my program? I'm really trying very hard for you not to take me seriously, because I'm watching people are they take themselves seriously and they say that they're this and they're that, and they want to, they got a bunch of people and their words are important. You got to listen. And they're very serious. They don't joke around, They don't joke around. I want to distance myself from that. Because I don't want you to look to me ever. I want you to look to what I found in life, which you can find too. It's within you. Okay, number 4. 4 more jobs. They say Forbes. This is a lie. Okay, I don't know if it's a lie, but it's a lie. Okay, I'm just saying it's my opinion. It's a lie. More jobs will be created by AI than lost. Maybe in 2019, but not in 2025. Not in 2030. They're talking super intelligence within a decade, right? And it's game over. It's game over for pretty much everything. It's just, so what are we going to do? Okay, well, see, what if we're all like Neo in the Matrix? What if this is a simulation, right? We wouldn't know the difference. Now you got an AI creating this just as good. You're plugged into a virtual reality game. You forget that you're in a game. You wouldn't know the difference. You'd just be saying,
all of a sudden, the Coca-Cola logo's a little different.
Well, I remember a space between that V and that W.
I swear that it was Chuck E. Cheese. It was not Chuck E. Cheese as with a big S on the end. I mean, okay, so in a grand scheme of things, are we in a simulation? I know that's not really what the video was about, but I feel like I have to make some sense of all the nonsense. Is that, we are, to a certain extent. I believe that, actually. Pretty much everything that is created, God created from, there was nothing, there was something, kind of a deal. But it was like created out of the something that was God. So there is existence, and out of existence came experience of matter. That's sort of like a simulation, right? It's kind of like a creation. It's a creation, and then what you do is you plug your spirit into that, which is what happened. Created man out of the dust of the earth. In a roundabout way, we're sort of in a simulation of sorts. We're sort of in a game that I like to call life. The problem is too many people have been tricked because they're not leveling up. They're not leveling up. They every time they face the boss at the end of that one level, they back down. They get all scared. They get back, and they don't start saying, "Teach me the truth, no matter what the cost." They don't start saying, "I don't really need to work here anymore. I can work wherever I want." They don't start saying things like, "Nothing can stop me from doing what I am born to do." If they just understood one thing, that they were sort of prisoners here to a mindset that has been thrust upon us, taking upon ourselves the sins of the world. If we would just say, "Teach me the truth, no matter what the cost," and we would just go to whatever, and we'd find that that we and that infinite space of existence, which I call God, the creator of all, Father. I mean, I'm trying to put it in terms that people can understand. Everything has its existence in something, and even scientifically speaking, it all boils down to these little waves of infinite possibility, which is what we are and what we can, share with the rest of the world. Which is why we should start seeing the end from the beginning. Start calling those things that are not as if they are. Like, in a couple of years' time, the whole world's going to know who I am. Stuff like that. Calling those things that are not as if they are. I've been doing that my whole life, and I'm going to continue to do so, and I hope that you do it too. Start by making little changes. Start by making little changes and understanding that you're not going to get anywhere if you can't be trusted with what you've been given already. So if you've been given, what you have in life, and you don't see that as just a treasure, and you're not doing everything you can to just be grateful for it, and to lift those up around you, and to show love to those who need it. If you can't do that with that little, no imagination is going to get you to that other place, because it's a hindrance. You can't move forward if you're constantly knocking people behind. I love each and every one of you. I hope you do subscribe, you share it around, you tell your friends, and you do what you got to do. And I will see you next time. Same channel, same... I'm going. Bye-bye.